Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Rodolfo Romo, and I am here to talk about more on the dry docks. Um, Around the nations, we are a federation. We are a federation of nations, and as being a federation of nations, that means anywhere you lay your head is your dry dock. It is your Voyager where you can explore and be yourself. Now, if another dry dock that has the audacity to think that they're the quote just because they have more, I guess you could say, style or status, that's not the quote. The quote is the dollar value. What does society value the most? Me personally, which I would like to promote, would be individuality. The ability to walk down the street with a gun. If someone from a dry dock who's being compensated for serving the public masses, wouldn't you want to be evolved and say, hey, listen, I have competition that's always threatening me because I'm my own dry dock, which means I'm my own Voyager. I can explore whatever I want in my home. Why do I have to go to a dry dock to get permission to explore and experiment in my home? And this is where I should say, it would not be an issue if we had equality and chaos from the beginning. There's no reason to shy away from equality, chaos, and individuality. If a team goes inside your home that has more than 250 members all around me personally, I personally think, because how many do you really need to take over a city if it ever really freaks out? Let's just say a zombie apocalypse just happens. Everyone just gets freaked out by the TV and they all get zombified and they all just go out there and just do crazy shit. Whatever happens of the situation unfolding, if there's more than 250 altogether, I'm talking about altogether, not individually in sight, there 250 altogether with the dry docks, then that's fair. But other than that, if you can't fight the whatever zombie apocalypse off, disengage. It's that simple. Glory's not worth dying. And if it is, you better get ready to talk to the people on the other side and say, no, I don't give a fuck what you have to say about the unfoldings of the dark and light. You know what? I don't give a fuck. I didn't ask for that when I grew up. So I'm not going to let that be forced on me. That's not my blight. That's not my dollar value. If I told you that, that would have been my preference. You're pushing your belief on me. And if the conversation can't go swell, then I'm going to disengage because your atmosphere, your dock, Voyager, is really starting to annoy me. And some people's dry docks, their Voyager, have really toxic atmosphere. And you're like, I am better than this. I do not deserve to be inside this toxic home. Whichever it is to help you achieve. One of the things that really bother me is that the only time the government ever promotes anything is when they're promoting the next presidency. And frankly, I'm tired of them promoting the next white president. If there's another white president, there is something horrifically wrong. Why should it be that the dry docks own and run everything? Why is it that we have such a ridiculous inbred mindset? How come every time I feel like something real is going down, I feel like there's some kind of haze that goes over me that just kind of deactivates me from doing something great? The only way to get this to stop is to backflash on them of what they're promoting from their dry docks. It's not theirs, though. It's the public masses. So whatever those dry docks are promoting back, will promote it back at them. So if the sheriffs say you're not cooperating, who the fuck are you in the first place? I didn't call you. So I'm like, this is between me and them, and I'm not fighting them or kicking or doing anything. Do not point that gun at me. I will talk to your ancestors if you kill me, and I won't take the fucking bread. I'll have someone in your family erased that's renowned. Fuck off from me, dry dock cocksuck. So if they don't cooperate with you, kill them, because the slave is supposed to protect and serve. So that means if you see an officer that's not on the hour, you say, officer, can you give me a ride, or whatever the situation is, because your job is to protect and serve. What are you doing anyways in sight there? Why can't they go and give someone a ride to the store to go buy some food if they're not on the job? You know what I mean? If so, they're going to drive around. Give someone a ride to the store. Your job is to protect and serve. You're like, sorry, I'll find you. I'll find you. And just tell me where your address is. I'll put it right there. I'll find a way. But I just right now, this isn't working. I got to let you go. I got to go if it's too dangerous, whatever it is. It's just going to be like that. You got to take the chance too, citizen, or king or queen, whichever you call yourself. And it's not a title. Don't ever title yourself. When you're outside of the public masses, step outside yourself, because your dry dock doesn't rule. Recognize that right now. Because of equality, if you push yourself on me, equality, and if you don't respect my individuality of my preference, then it's going to be chaos. And I'm going to strike randomly, because I don't recognize you, citizen or king and queen, because your dry dock is not the blight. So what you do to them, you reflect back on their family. If they mad dog you, you know they're fixed and framed, because they ain't doing shit other than waiting for you to react, because they're the ones that already have the most power with their fucking underground fucking what do you call it? Not warlock. It's kind of like warlock, but it's the ogres that are going to be fucking coming out, beating and raping and torturing everybody, saying, look, this is what we're doing through the ages. This is what we're doing. This is what we're going to happen. This is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to treat them if they don't accept it. Because this is their mindset, and this is the energy around the United Nations. You know? So the best way to reflect on them is to reflect back. And they can't, and with their inbred mentality, they're not able to fucking digest that. Because when you fucking inbreed, the reason why the fucking eyes forms together is because the DNA is literally fucking infusing. It is infusing. So you got to get rid of their fucking cave woman, caveman, cave hermaphrodite mentality of the docks, of them thinking they own the fucking dry dock. It's not. It's a place where they're supposed to have peace treatings. You know, speaking of which, why are the fucking cops or whoever going to my fucking dry dock without a parlay? Who are you? What is your business here? What is your official business here? Oh yeah, and by the way, every single piece of paper that is given to every single dry dock, that's paperwork, is a parlay. Which means the public masses has the right of way and permission to see what they're writing on those parlays in the deepest documents. And if they fight you, reflect back. This is not a company. This is not a place where families are made. This is a dry dock where extreme business is conducted every hour of the day. Your affairs with your family has nothing to do with the dry dock. Whatever you're trying will backflash on you for what you're doing and what you're doing to the waves of the atmosphere, because we know that you're inbreeding the waves to make it easier to connect to those who they're infiltrating without permission, when they're fucking violating your atmosphere without your permission. So everything they're doing, you can get an open case on the entirety of frame by frame of your experience. And you're like, no, you took that, and you let's see what you're gonna do. Were you planning? Oh, open case. Where's your family that you made off of my frequency? Oh, they're mine. They're mine. But guess what? No, I'm fucking worse than you. Erase them all. I want the energy and the knowledge and the wisdom. Fuck you. You can't pay them shit. It's gonna backflash on you. I ain't taking your fucking bread that you made off of me. All right, y'all. You have a good ones.